This record is reminiscent of the earlier Zeke spirit, but speaking for myself, you know, sometimes I wake up in the morning and mentally I think I'm that vibrant, youthful, energetic young guy that wants to jump off a stage. But the reality is I'm not going to go nowhere near that. How do you maintain that stamina, that adrenaline, that ferocity of Zeke, not only in the live setting, which is real where it counts, but also in the studio? How do you do that, man? And it ain't just coffee.
You know, everybody in the band is like at least part Irish, so I think that probably has something to do with it. We're extremely volatile, angry people, and even the current lineup is the same deal. So it's you know, it's tumultuous. Our personalities are, you know, it's just the way we are. It's the way we've always been. Kurt's a lot older than me, and he hasn't mellowed out at all. If anything, he's gotten worse. He's worse than he was when he was in Zeke before.
I remember him from the Holy Terror days.
Oh yeah.
That's another subject.
Yeah, that is another subject, man. But you know, so anyway, I'm lucky to have him in the back in the band. You know, it was weird. You know, it was probably the biggest mistake that I ever made was kicking him out of the band. But he wouldn't leave his bass on for more than 3. You know, we'd get through 2 songs, he'd take his bass off and throw it out into the audience. and I told him, I was like, dude, there's like 500 people coming to our shows right now. You know, we're talking to Epitaph about doing a record. I can't have you throwing your bass away and ending the show, you know, after 10 minutes. And he was like, okay, man, I promise I'll never do it again. I swear. And I was like, okay, Kurt. You know, tomorrow night, let's see how it goes. So the next night, I remember we were in Texas. I remember this, like, you know, Houston, Texas. We're up there, packed out house. We're playing. I'm not thinking about it. And then all of a sudden, there's no bass. And I'm like, oh, God, no, it can't be. And I look out in the audience, and he's like, these people are holding him up, and he's like, what? And that, you know, at the end of the show, I was like, dude, I told you when we get home, you're done. And it was the biggest mistake I ever made because listen to the new album, you know, and a lot of that is Kurt, you know, it's Kurt's spirit, you know, it's a lot of it's Kyle, man. Having that kid in the band is really fucking, you know, pardon my language, you know, brought some energy back into the band. So yeah, it's just working out the way it's supposed to be working out.
It seems to me that this record really goes back and captures the whole Zeke spirit, but in 2018. And what I like about it is even though the formula and the foundation is there, you know what you're getting. It's not monotonous. It's not repetitive. How do you do that? I don't know. If I listen to it, it sounds kind of repetitive and monotonous. But you know, come on.
No, man.
Follow my shit here.
I've got a lot of ideas. I listen to a lot of, you know, like I've always got ideas in my head. I've always got, riffs. You know, a lot of our riffs start out really slow, and after we've practiced, you know, 10, 15 times, and doubled the speed of the song, and you know, turned it into a hardcore riff. You know, it's. A lot of them start out a lot different than what they become. So it's way more varied than you would think or what you would expect from what the actual finished product is.
When I first started seeing Zeke, I enjoyed the danger element of the live show. Audience relating to the music, the band relating to the audience. Then I started noticing these fucking dreaded devices that started popping up out of anywhere. But one of the things that I've enjoyed is that there's a revolution going on in your audience. When the iPhone army comes out, there seems to be a fucking ambush of sorts with the anthems being sung by Zeke. How do you feel when you're out there performing full adrenaline, 110%, that there's some fucking asshole with his iPhone around your face?
Oh God, I don't even notice, man. You know, like
Really? How do you do that?
Yeah, dude, I'm in my own world whenever I'm doing what I do. You know, so I barely even have any awareness of what's going on around me. You know, besides the music. And, you know, like sometimes I look out there, you know, I don't see when Weed Eater's playing, I see a lot more iPhones than I do when I see Zeke playing. Like last night was pretty, last night, you know, we had a circle pit going and everything. I don't think there were any nobody wanted their phone out. So, you know, that was last night. Hopefully tonight will be something close to the same thing, but, you know.
As we mentioned, Hellbender is out now on Relapse Records. You're touring with Weed Eater. Here, let me ask you this, because this is something that I've been tripping on since this whole infusion of popularity in this type of music. Do you trip out when you play these shows now, how all the females are coming out?
There's no girls at Zeke shows.
Dude, wait till you see tonight.
Okay, I hope so, man. I'm waiting.
The whole weed eater, hot chicks.
All right.
Well, there you go. Let's talk about the tour. You're going to be playing San Diego tomorrow. Then you got a couple more dates. Will you be going off to Europe or South America?
We've been trying to do South America, but and I've got a couple of routings and bookings, but I don't know if we're going to make it this year. We are going back to Europe in November. We got a couple of Finnish festivals in Finland. I just got I heard about a show today in Sweden, and then there's a bunch of Eastern European shows and a few German shows. So when we get back, we'll probably do some recording. We've got a Swedish 7-inch coming out, and then we're supposed to be working on the new album.
Wow, you're going to bash out another one.
Yeah.
Good, man. So as overall, the chemistry in the band is really creatively burning on all full engines?
Creatively, yes.
Awesome. Fucking A.
Yeah.
Zeke, for those of you that are familiar with the band, you know what I'm talking about as far as true adrenaline, complete chaos. Reminiscent of the old Neos and the Voids. People talk about DRI. This is the real deal in savagery right here. For those of you that have a lower lumbar injury, stay in the back. For the young kids, be careful when you stage dive. Watch who you're going to jump on. Enjoy the show, but most of all, listen to the music, because that right there in itself captures the energy that makes the youthful angst forever captured on vinyl. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me. Zeke, coming to a town near you. And we're out.